We in there?
You are live.
Mm-hmm. That's on Facebook?
Facebook.
Okay. And we now live on Instagram, right?
Yeah, we know live on Instagram.
Nice. So, good morning to my Sunday morning people. Well, we have in our live still. However, we would not be live on Sky 99.9 this morning because, getting certain things in place for the new year and that kind of thing. But of course, I still want to be present because today is what? Today is already the 8th. So let me say happy, in fact, healthy New Year. As I was saying, the last program I did on Thursday. So I have started back radio programs from Thursday. Thursday was the first program that I would have done for the year. I had to get myself in a gear. You'll still see I have a little beard and the hair one fixing and thing. But such is life. We don't really care too much about the appearance. Once we looking too scrappy, right? So pleasant good morning, healthy New Year. And of course, we're going to have a program. We're going to be doing things a little different this year, God's willing. I was actually speaking to my social media guru here, Mr. Shakil. And, we try to come up with a way to really, position things in such a way that we're able to help more people. And when I say help more people in the sense that, a lot of persons will hear us discussing health. A lot of persons will be familiar with Batson and Associates. A lot of persons would be able to actually, they have been using our products. They have been using the Alkagen water. We're going to do a lot more work this year with that, God's willing. They know about the Nerve Restore. They know about the Eye Optics formula. We have some good products. But it's all about getting people to understand how we can deal with different disciplines as it relates to disease. Because a lot of persons may hear us speaking, and unless we mention the specific disease that you have, you may not be aware that we have the ability to help you, right? And that's the advantage with Batson and Associates. I mean, we are specialized consultants in natural and integrated medicine. So as a result of that, we deal with a wide cross-section of diseases, ailments. We actually serious as it relates to rheumatology. I said this year I'm actually going to advertise myself personally and some aspect of my organization as a rheumatoid specialist, because we have helped so many persons with rheumatoid arthritis to the extent where they will actually be able to wean off of medications. The doctors took them off, less pain, some cases no pain, and there was significant improvement. So with that, we're actually able to help a lot of persons with inflammatory conditions. So that's something that you could look forward to. Okay, so let me say a pleasant good morning to our Facebook listeners. We are live on Facebook. We are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Miss Augustine Forestine, Miss Annabelle Bay in Tobago over there. Miss Forestine says, healthy New Year to you all. Yeah, that's our new thing. We're not saying Happy New Year again. It's healthy New Year. Miss Veronica Young, good morning to you. Miss Pamela Moses, my dear, Happy New Year to you. And a pleasant good morning. Miss Marge Hills says, pleasant good morning, Dr. Batson, and a happy and healthy New Year blessing. Same to you, my dear. Miss Cindy Hoyt says, good morning, Dr. Batson and team. Healthy New Year, everyone. Montreal in the house. Our Canadian family is there with us. Jazzy Janice Innes says, good morning and a happy Sunday to all of you. A happy and healthy New Year 2023. Checking in from New York. So our New York people in the house. Miss Kamala Samaru says, good morning, Dr. Batson. Miss Dawn Ellis, my favorite dental person. I can't remember what facet of dentistry but I know you were involved in that. Let me say a pleasant good morning. She says, good morning, Dr. Batson and Associates. Let's look forward to a healthy New Year. Hope more people listen to your advice to change their health. Definitely, I hope so too. Miss Regina Maury, good morning and Happy New Year. Happy, healthy New Year to you, my dear. So our Instagram family is also here. Let me try. This year I promise to treat Instagram better because I'm going to be kind of more focused in terms of how we do our screens. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Adeline Design Studio, The Ultimate Dale, W Wiki, Sexy Liz 21. Papa, these WhatsApp names is killing me, all this sexy down bad with these names and them. Delightful Lily. Adeline Design Studio asks a very good question. She says, good morning. Can you give advice on how to manage and shrink nodules in the thyroid? Okay, good. I'm going to address that. That's actually a very good question. This fancy is Conanisio de la Hennessy. Languages was never my specialty, so I hope I did that. She actually got a wave. Kev K Pro has joined us as well. Miss Gail Lawrence and Miss Catherine Sucre has also joined us as well. She says, good morning, healthy new year. And Gail Lawrence says, good morning, Dr. Batson. All the best for 2023. Same to you guys as well. So let me answer the question that Adeline Studio, Design Studio, sorry, asked. So thyroid nodules. So let's talk about that. The thing is, we know the importance of the thyroid gland, right? So your thyroid is a gland that deals with metabolism, it deals with digestion, it deals with sleep, it deals with your bones, because your thyroid is the gland that controls the removal of calcium from your bones to your bloodstream in order to maintain blood alkalinity or blood pH from the perspective of acidity, alkalinity. Now, we know the importance of the pH scale, which stands for percentage hydrogen, in the sense that with a pH scale, you're looking at 0 to 6.9 is going to be acidic, 7 is neutral, which is right in the middle, and 7.1 goes straight to 14 is alkaline. Now, with thyroid nodules, you find that thyroid nodules is becoming more and more prevalent, especially as it relates to women who have gone through menopause, who are post-menopause, or so pre-menopause, menopause, and post-menopause. And that is something that you guys need to pay very close attention to, because I'm getting more and more clients in this situation. I actually had a client from St. James who has gotten exceptional results with that thyroid situation. Of course, I wouldn't call name and whatever the case may be, but exceptional results. And these results were actually backed up by CTs of the, was either CT or MRIs of the thyroid, where the nodules in some cases have shrunk, some of them are stable, that kind of thing. And I believe once they continue the protocol and that type of thing, the nodules will continue to go down, right? In some cases, and eventually disappear. And that's what we want, you know. This year, we're going to do a lot of work with fibroids. I've actually dedicated the formulation of two additional products to the cyst and fibroid formula. And that is going to be a product that is going to be a little more economical. We're trying to work with that as well, because, you know, economics is important. You know, yes, your health is your wealth. Yes, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. However, you know, we try to make it as affordable as possible, because you see, the thing is, people need to invest in their health, and we invest in everything else. We invest in our education, we invest in our family, we invest in our houses, whether it's real estate, our cars, but we need to invest in ourselves. Miss Anne-Marie Bab, good morning to you and healthy new year. Miss Anne-Marie Bab, I have not forgotten you. I'm going to actually call you next week. Your file is on my desk, so I haven't forgotten you, my dear. God's rich blessings to you and a healthy 2023 to you, Miss Anne-Marie Bab. I know you have gotten some of our products. You are from outside, and the products have really helped you and worked significantly. So I'm very glad for that. I know we had a little up and down, but we're going to fix that. There's always a solution to problems, right?
The messages coming hot and sweaty.
Nice. So, as I was saying, so you need to invest in your health. I mean, I was checking the other day how much money I spent on my education over the years, and I have comfortably spent over $1 million in books, in tutorials, university, that kind of thing, to attain the education that I'm still studying, actually. So that money is just going up and going up. And that's an investment that I always have to do in myself. So we would have to spend on our education. There are people who have bachelors, you have multiple bachelors, you have masters, you have PhDs. Those things are not cheap. I mean, even if you get partial scholarships, you still have to spend money, room and board, and, you know, so there are people who pay in school loans or still after years of finishing university. So when you look at the amount of money that people actually invest in themselves, they actually invest in their education, in your vehicle, in your property. What do you invest in you? Think about it. What do you invest in you as it relates to your health? And the thing is, I always tell persons, expensive is a relative term. What may be expensive to person A may not necessarily be expensive to person B, and it doesn't really have anything to do with their economic stature, but simply their area of priority, or in terms of what they prioritize. And the unfortunate thing is, a lot of persons actually have situations where they don't know how to take care of themselves. Trinidad and Tobago, all the listeners regionally, internationally, let me tell you something. We have a serious problem in this world. And one of the problems that we have is that people do not know how to take care of themselves nutritionally. I am not asking you, I am telling you. And let me tell you something, it has nothing to do with education and money, because some of the most affluent people follow the worst advice from some of these doctors, which is why they're working at 50 surgery. Let me tell you something, surgery is nothing to boast about. Surgery is nothing to boast about. Some people just boast, I did a triple bypass. That's nothing to be proud of. That is nothing to be proud of. You know why it is nothing to be proud of? Because why it is you have to open your chest for a blocked artery? You think there's a what? There's a prize you get or something? As I told somebody recently, and I will continue to tell you, when you understand anatomy and physiology, when you understand creation, when you understand the human body, you will realize that your body is a sealed vessel. It's a sealed vessel. Your body is sealed. When you do surgery, you break a seal. And let me tell you something. Nothing that you open is going to be how it was before you opened it. All you understand what I'm saying? So don't feel, some of you don't use all their brain. And I'm not buffing all you, but I'm trying to educate you to a certain level. Do not be of the opinion that you can ill-treat yourself and surgery could fix it. Surgery cannot fix everything. In fact, surgery don't really fix much, It gives you a part the way. When you think you do a hip replacement and you do a knee replacement and you do even cesarean, when women do cesarean, you're never the same again. Never, 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 never. I tell you so. I dare anybody to challenge me and say otherwise. Because cesarean is one of the only medical procedures where you cut the most amount of tissue. I think something like 5 layers or 7 layers you cut. Good? So understand what it is you need to do as regards to yourself. Ms. Vidya Subnat, she asked the question, good morning, doctor. Happy New Year to you and your staff. Still waiting on the tropical breed. Yes, my darling. That is a product. Right now, we are hunting down that product here. I'm trying my best with the supplier to get it. It's tropical breed. I see you put breeze there, but just a slight correction. No one called me as yet. Yeah, because we don't have it. But now that I know that you're waiting on this product, I'm going to work assiduously, because I was trying to get actually from the owner of the company directly, who's a good friend of mine. I was trying to get even from his personal set, if he had 2 bottles, just to send it for me, or some bottles, but I know they were out of stock. So I'm still working on that, and I'm going to make sure, as per this live and as per the comment you made there, that the record goes down with the marketing group. Yeah, the marketing department, to make sure that we get that product for you. Okay, Ms. Subnat? Yes.
She has one last question.
Okay. Oh, my 1-year-old grandson has a runny nose over 2 weeks. What can I give him? Silver with mineral formula. So what to do in his feed, if he's bottle feeding, if he's breastfeeding, well, let your daughter or daughter-in-law breastfeed more and get the silver with the mineral formula. That's going to help. It's safe for babies, so you don't have a problem. With him, you could use 1 teaspoon in the formula or whatever he's using, and let him start to use that. 1 teaspoon every day. And he can do that for a month. And then after that, he could do 1 teaspoon every other day. And he would be fine. That shouldn't bother him for a very, very long time. Again, okay? Honey Bear says, good morning, Doc. Good morning, Shakil and viewers. Just passing through to send my love. Yes, Honey Bear. We take any love, girl. Happy, healthy New Year to you, my dear. Miss Marcia Letron, she says, good morning, Dr. Batson Associates. Blessings, Happy New Year to you and your family. Thank you so very much. Miss Judith Crawford says, good morning to everyone. Pleasant good morning to you. Right, so so that was the silver mineral formula. And another thing I wanted to touch on too. So let me finish what I was saying with Miss Michelle Degans. Good morning to you, my dear. Let me make sure I am dealing with my my Instagram people. The real JJ James is on. Pleasant good morning to you. Trinity 30.5 morning all. Blessed and a happy new year. Same to you. Miss Shirlene Ford has joined us. Blade King 2100 has joined. Adeline Studio, Design Studio says, I'm in Barbados, but I will be in Trinidad next month. Is there something I can get for the thyroid nodules? Yes, you can actually get something. What I suggest you do in the meantime, if you are in Barbados and you have access to CMOS, try and see if you could get the CMOS, prepare it, and use like 2 tablespoons of CMOS every other day. And that is going to start to do something where that is concerned. There are some products we carry at Batson Associates. There's a thyroid formula we have. We should be getting that back before the end of this month. We also carry some other products that I use with the nodules. There's a curcumin product that we actually use that has worked really, really good for that. The advanced chlorophyll is also a very good product as well. Optimizer is also very good. So those are some of the things that you could look into. Yeah. So as I was saying, so try your best and, take care of yourself. Invest something in you nutritionally. We know how COVID is going. COVID is getting ridiculous. And I had predicted that. I told persons, when you understand virology and you understand pathogens, which a lot of people do not understand, you'll understand that pathogens will always take on a life of their own. They're going to advance and they're going to get more vicious, they're going to get more, and that is how the world of pathogens and virology actually operates, which is why it is essentially important that you boost your natural immunity. I was never in the politics of the vaccine, and I am not going to get myself involved in that nonsense. I told people, if you want to take the vaccine, that is up to you, and that is your personal choice. And I leave it as that. I am not getting involved. Not getting involved in the nonsense. I tell people I am not in the politics of a lot of things. Okay? I remain as impartial as I can. I hold my views, and there are certain views that I hold that I keep to myself. There are some that I would voice, and others I just keep them to myself. So I'm saying to you that that vaccine is your personal choice, and it should remain your personal choice. Nobody should force you. I anticipate that they're going to have a lot of lawsuits somewhere coming down the road. Take my advice. They're going to have some attorneys going to make a lot of money. It is going to come. It is coming, right? But what you need to do personally, as I always believe, as Patrice Roberts said, drink your water and mind your business. Mind your business, mind your family business. You need to take care of yourself and boost your natural immunity. Silver with mineral formula, optimizer, even things like echinacea and golden seal. Take care of your immunity, because Trinidad and Tobago, regional, Caribbean, and international listeners, this immune system thing is a serious thing. And as all you realize, we have a bad cold going around right now, a bad virus. It is an influenza virus. And let me tell you something with influenza. You know where influenza is attack? Where do you think influenza is attack? Your lungs. Let me tell you something. One of the things I'm going to do too this year, I'm going to open Batson Associates. I'm going to open my chest clinic, a lungs and chest clinic, because I find that plenty people, they pneumonia, emphysema, asthma, real stupidness, real nonsense people going through with this thing. And let me tell you something. If you have a lungs issue, you have asthma, you have atopic dermatitis, sorry, you have asthma, you have emphysema, you have tuberculosis, you have pneumonia. Let me tell you something, mind your business. It's a reason why I tell people I'm not in the politics of a lot of things. I don't have time for them foolishness. I'm a very, 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 very busy man, and I out to help people and make people get better. That is my job. So they start that old talk. I don't like people who talk plenty and no results. I do operate so. Right? Take care of your lungs. You want help from Batson and Associates? Give us a call, give us a visit. Because let me tell you something. 2023, God's willing, we're going to lose a lot of people. If all you feel we lose people before, only watch something. That virus is not plain. It is not plain. These viruses are graduating and getting worse and worse because the medical community made a mistake some years ago and they ain't correct the mistake yet. And even the World Health Organization has recognized the mistake. And the mistake is the abuse of antibiotics. That was the mistake that they make. And they're still making. But it was a mistake, in my opinion, simply because they didn't put the onus or the emphasis on building natural immunity. So as a result of that, you see, the thing is, we could never outwit pathogens. Pathogens will always be smarter than human beings. You know why? Their existence is fundamental to the whole universe. Without pathogens, the world as we know it would not exist. Those microscopic organisms play an essential role in all ecosystems. It is vitally important. And it is also vitally important as it relates to the good bacteria or pathogens and bad bacteria. Just like parasites and different parasitic relationships, symbiotic relationship, commensalism, various depending on the type of relationship it is. So because of that now, we have an issue where people getting sicker and sicker and sicker. Doc, I find the speech sounding different. What's going on? I don't know. Maybe my mic needs to, I think maybe I'm shifting too much on this side. Okay, good. Yeah, that's because I was kind of coming close to to deal with the Instagram. So I don't know if you're hearing me clear now. Good. Miss Mackenzie, let me answer your question. Good morning, Doc. Can you help with depression in a woman, early 30? Yes. Anybody with depression, we can help. It is harder to deal with people who have been medicated for more years because your brain chemistry has significantly been altered. But I have helped, and I continue to help people with serious depression, anxiety. In fact, that's one of the subgroups that we now have designed, and we're going to be doing work in those subgroups to to assist more persons. So depression, anxiety, insomnia is one category, right? So that in that category, we have categorized that for insomnia. No, insomnia is by itself. We are looking at depression, anxiety, mental health. So mental health, depression, anxiety is one particular aspect. Okay?
Yeah, my next question was...
No, it's how you talking. Yeah. It's I have a situation with a teeth here that needs to be removed, but I have to take a series of things before I have that dental appointment. So is the wisdom teeth gave me some trouble. So that's why I'm sounding like my mouth is full. All right, so my ability to enunciate properly is kind of impaired. All right.
Question from YouTube.
Go ahead. Okay, what can be used for kidney function? This is Miss Camille Gordon. Miss Camille Gordon, kidney function in terms of what? Someone who has an issue with ESR, so they, not ESR rather, EGFR, which is the glomerular filtration rate, as well as what? High levels of creatinine bond. Just itemize it for me. But in any of the cases, we have products, we have kidney tea. There's a product that we carry called Optimizer that also works very well for that. The Alkagen water is a given because our premium alkaline water will help any kidney situation. And then, of course, there are specific programs that we have or protocols for persons who may be stage 4 kidney, stage 5, to help them to improve that situation. So maybe you could elaborate a bit more, or depending on what it is, who it is, you could always contact the office. All right. Ms. Vidya Subnat says, thank you for the correction and the advice. Yes, Ms. Subnat. So I'm going to make sure and make a note. You're very welcome and ensure that you get that. Because a lot of persons had used that product And it was very good. It is a really, really good product. I was quite impressed with it. All right, so we're working on getting that back for you. Yes, Miss Moses. Miss Diane Bain says, good morning, Doc. Blessings to all. Miss Wendy Chatan Jones says, good morning, Dr. Batson. After the virus, I am left with a bad chest cough, lots of mucus. What can you recommend? Yes, Miss Wendy, and that's what I'm saying, because this particular virus is an influenza virus. Influenza viruses affect your lungs. And listen to me, as I say, this virus not making joking. Because what we're going to get, remember, world travel is still open. No countries have locked down the doors. We have China that has a strain of COVID that is like a machine gun strain here we get in we waste. And as I told them, and listen to me, that's just one, that's going to get worse now. When you understand pathology and you understand virology, which is what I'm telling persons, you have to understand that you have to build your immune system. So much so that I'm actually working now on organizing a specific aspect of nutritional supplements that is targeted again to immune system, because I understand how it's important it is. Let me tell you something. I am a person, I work a lot, as you all know. So I'm very busy. In some cases, I would have some stress like anybody else, right? But of course, the more stressed out you are, the easier you are to get sick. And that applies to me. If I'm very stressed out, I can get sick very easily. And usually, I'm not a person who gets sickly. But there's a reason I'm telling you this. This virus that I have going around here, it touched by me a little bit. I'll be honest. I got a little something, and I recognized that I was getting something. And as usual, I would deal with it very quickly. This thing dealing with it messing up your chest, you're getting joint pains, it is causing serious problems with your appetite, because that is normally my shortfall. Anytime I get sick, my appetite is just go. And that's normally how a good functioning body works, because what your body is going to do, your body doesn't want food. Your body wants to deal directly with that system and deal with it. So your body, in other words, telling you that you need to, listen to me, we could go back on size afterwards. We're really concerned about your appetite. We're concerned about fighting this virus as quickly and effectively as possible, which is why I lose appetite very quickly. What I'm saying to you, this virus is a serious, serious virus. And then with Carnival coming up, with Christmas going there, we had a lot of people coming into the country. And anytime you have a lot of people coming into our country, exiting our country, you're going to have movement of the common cold, viruses, that type of thing. So you just need to be very, very, very careful. So the person who asked the question, which is Jamila Alexis Francis, she says, good morning, Dr. Batson. How do you build your children's immune system? Ma'am, you need to get a bottle of silver with mineral formula. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. And when we get back immunity, there's a product we have called Immunity in stock. That is also a product I recommend for children. You could also use it with the inflammation formula. And it may sound like a lot, but it is not a lot, because depending on the ages of your children, you just basically give them like 1 teaspoon in 8 ounces of water, 1 capsule, and that is it. Business fix, right? We have also gotten back our vitamin C with rose hip and those things. We got that back in stock. So that's something you could also check out. I'm a huge advocate of the use of vitamin C. I use it every day, and it really does help. It significantly helps individuals. Okay, Miss Elizabeth Nandlal, my dear, how are you? Happy New Year, my dear. Healthy New Year. My dear, dear doctor, good morning. Good morning to you, my darling. All the best to you and your family, your children outside there. I hope everything is good with them. I hope they are improving health-wise and continue to improve and get the best results that they want to get for themselves. Okay, Miss Nandlal. Miss Shelley Ben says, girl, as well, since Christmas, I'm suffering. Okay, I don't know where that message would have been. Okay, Miss Mackenzie says, okay, thanks. I will have to visit your office for that depression because I'm going through a lot. Yes, Miss Mackenzie, come, let us help you, man. Let us help you. We have things to help persons for this depression. Depression is not a nice thing. And the thing is, people don't understand how depression is a global situation. Eh? It is almost a hidden disease, right? Yeah.
Few questions.
Yeah, look, honey, they say, listen to me, Right now, I looking like skin and bones. I got sick and couldn't eat. Oh my God. Yeah, I tell all this virus dread. I know putting back, I come down to what? I was 198 or about 195. I lose like about 7 pounds. Because I am one of those persons, I have to eat a certain amount to maintain a particular weight. I mean, I could get fatter, but there are certain things I just do eat. And I fatten me. All you know why I still all, yeah? We're not 3 things Dr. Batson not going through. Bald head, I pray to God never to lose my hair, a big belly, and ED, erectile dysfunction. I'm not going through. See them 3 things? I don't want that. I don't want that at all. The big belly thing, I never understand. We don't want 2023. I know I promised you all our weight loss products, Santulan Slim. That is still on the table. We have not forgotten you all. And the jelly boy. Don't talk about that jelly now. And of course, we come in. There is a new weight loss product. We had discussed it before, but we're actually going to be doing some programs and some things with that, actually pushing a greater emphasis, especially with the adolescent diabetics. As I said, we have too many young people that are obese in this country. And, you know, I wouldn't go and, you know, go the way of ponging parents all the way and telling them, you know, that they need to take care of the children. But I think that's something that all parents are supposed to know. I don't understand why you would have a fat child living in your house and your child fat. Children don't buy, you ain't going to the grocery and buy nothing. Why you have an obese child? Why? There is no excuse. I tell them the government should lock all you up. I tell them all you need to be paid some serious responsibility. Needs to be. I saw a child walking the other day, and this child is walking next to the mother, and the mother big too, eh? She big. But the child is ridiculous, and that child is about 6 years. And this is a little boy, and if you see the boy, he's not even looking like a boy. He looks like he has bust. His belly, everything moving on the child. That's unacceptable. What it is you're doing to that child? 6 years? That child, based on my estimation, is no more than youngest 6, oldest 8, maybe 9. Why is a 9-year-old child, which has a height of must be about, that child is no taller than maybe 3 feet? Could be could be a little more, maybe what, about this, so? Maybe the back of this chair, or a little more, maybe 3.5, 4 feet. And why are you looking like almost 200 pounds? Listen to me, that is unacceptable. It is unacceptable, it is unacceptable. Yes. This teeth have me can't enunciate, so you all bear with me. Yes.
We have a question from Facebook. Good morning. How can you build your immune system? For you, like an individual.
Individual. Okay. Boost the immune system. First of all, your vitamin C. All you have to come my Batson take your vitamin C. Everybody have vitamin C all over the place. Start to take your vitamin C. I suggest you start with 1,000 milligrams for the first 2 weeks, and then from the subsequent to that, you go up to 2,000 milligrams a day. It is going to help you. All right? That's one. Batson & Associates carries a product called Silver with Mineral Formula. Listen to me. I have hundreds of clients that swear by that product. I swear by that product. My mother, my family swears by that product. Watch me. Because you see, when that virus started to come in and want to play the fool by me, I deal Silver anyways. And that is what helped me to get over that quickly, you know. Otherwise, I might have been sick still. And watch me, when you cough, that cold you're bringing up, that cold is not normal cold, you know. That cold thick and brownish, that kind of nasty cold. And I was saying, people who don't have access to what I have, well, I don't know what's going on with them. People dying out there. Because when I open my cupboard and I start to take my arsenal, that thing is this, that, mix. Because I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that. So if you want help, Optimizer is also a very good product. We're going to get back immune. And there is a line, I know you say this man promising all things, but this year going to come to fruition. Because of course we had challenges and getting certain things done and whatever the case may be. We're going to bring out our immune line. I'm bringing out our immune line specifically. It may be just be 2 products, one capsule and the next one liquid, to again add to the arsenal that we have. Because this thing's serious. It's really, 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 really serious. People getting sick left, right, and center. Okay? Pamela Moses asked the question, Doc, I had a friend who told me she had diarrhea symptoms, and while in the toilet, she was passing only blood. It happened about 5 minutes the same day. What do you think? And again, with viruses, you have to understand the way these viruses operate. Even though it's an influenza-based virus that they were saying, which is primarily lung-related, respiratory-related, what you find is that viruses affect all the organ systems in the body. So if it affects gastrointestinal, it's going to cause problem with blood in your stool. It's going to and then it depends on the individual, because what happens to persons is that when you get viruses, you get sick. Even the common cold, it would exacerbate other problems in your body. So if you have bad arthritis, manual arthritis, go and get 15 times worse. If you have an old joint pain, an old knee pain, more problems in the past. If you have hemorrhoids, raise up your hemorrhoids. So because remember, all viruses, the bad ones, do what? It increases what? Inflammatory response in the body. So when your body starts producing things like cytokines and prostaglandins, which is inflammatory chemicals, you're going to find that you're going to end up in some problems. Okay? So, mind all your business. Drink all your alkagen water and mind all your business. Drink your silver with your mineral formula and mind your business. All right. Jazzy Janice Innes says 5 times. 5 times, so what? That was in relation to a question. Miss Jamila Alexis Francis, elderberry for my son, I mean. If your son could use elderberry, yeah, he could. What kind of age are you looking at? Okay, there's a question we have on Instagram here. Is Kevin Ite? Good morning. Is there any specific test I can do to find out why exactly is, or what, okay, what I think you want to say, what exactly is causing my hair loss? I wonder if this is my boy, Kevin, boy. I feel so, you know. The thing is, hair loss in males normally has to do with testosterone levels. So if you do a testosterone level test, that might be an indicator. The thing is, with hair loss, I believe it has some hereditary aspect, but I don't really believe fully in hereditary, because my father is, I mean, he went bald early. You see the kind of hair I have on my head right now. This is my mom, and them has very thick hair. But still, I believe it's dietary, because since my diet have been adjusted past my early 20s, my hair has always gotten thicker, in my opinion, right? So I always believe there's a nutritional feel safe that you could use. I think with the problem with hair loss, though, it depends on the level of hair loss, and then it also has to do with the dedication of the individual, because, you know, there's something I say, 5 times the person went in the washroom. Okay, that was with, as regards to Miss Pamela Moses' question. Yeah, so definitely. Miss Alexis says he's 6 years. What does the bottle say, though? Is there a specific brand that you're looking at, Miss Francis? Let me know. Because with children, usually the dosage they will tell you on the bottle, because I may not be familiar rather with the specific brand. So check the label, and maybe you can tell me what the label says, and that would normally be recommended dose. And if there's a therapeutic dose in terms of him dealing with a specific issue, well, then we'd have to adjust the amount. Yeah.
We have a question.
What do you, this Annabella Bay?
Yes, you know, responding.
What do you recommend for someone who did an open nephrectomy? Just now, you're sending me back to school. I do not know what that procedure is. Let me search.
I don't know answer that question, but the way she commented.
But she said, Dr. Batson, take your share now.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I come in Tobago just now. You'll be seeing me more often. Oh, right. I should have been able to guess that based on, I had a fair idea, you know, the removal of the kidney. Okay. But Annabella B, that's one kidney they remove. Because obviously, if they remove both kidneys, well, then they have to go on dialysis, right?
She responded quick, so she responded.
All right.
He said yes, one kidney.
Okay, well, if you have one kidney, I don't know the reason why they removed it. If it was stones, if the kidney had some blockages, if the kidney was shrunken. A lot of people get in the shrunken kidney situation. A lot of them is because of dehydration. They're not drinking sufficient water. There's a product we carry at Batson Associates, Optimizer. Optimizer is actually very good for the kidney. We're going to get back kidney and liver formula, which was two products that we had before, that because of COVID, that supplier had closed down. But they contacted us recently and they're back in business. So that's something we're going to start back getting. There's a product that we carry called antioxidant formula, very good for the kidneys. Silver with mineral formula is also going to help because that person is going to want to preserve the health of that one kidney that they have there to ensure that that is easy. Okay, she said the mass, there was a mass bigger than the kidney. Whoa. And that person is going to have to watch themselves because if they had a mass that is actually bigger than the kidney that caused the removal of the kidney, it means that person is prone to cancer-like symptomology. So they need to be very careful. They may need to look at the diet. They may need to look at the water intake. They need to change up their meat, more vegetables, more fruits in the diet, more antioxidants to prevent that from happening to the next kidney. Because obviously they don't want that, because if that's the case, then that's it. You're looking at dialysis, and I mean, dialysis is not a nice thing to have to deal with. Okay. So Kevin, with the situation with the hair loss, maybe you could contact me. I think I know which Kevin is this. I'm not too sure, but you know, let me know and let's see if we may need to dot our I's and cross our T's. You may have an absorption issue that needs a little rectifying, and maybe that's something that we need to deal with. Yes, sir.
Nice question.
Miss Felicia James says, good morning, Dr. Batson. I have a friend who has a problem with her fingertips. On the tip of the fingers, it came up like water bumps, you want to say, and then spread like sores and itching.
And she wants to know what can they use? Because she sent a second message after that saying what can they use?
Well, the thing is, what they need to do, the possibility exists. Is it that they change detergent? Is it that they change the soap? Because that could maybe an allergic reaction. But if it is persistent for a long period of time, it could be an autoimmune response with high inflammatory response. And as a result of that, the inflammation is just close to the fingers. I would recommend they up their water intake, the alkagen water. They could also look at the silver with the mineral formula. You'll notice how much time I'm calling that product, because good product. There isn't anybody who used that complained about it. Excellent product. Yeah, Shaki, you could say that. Shaki, you have a bottle for Christmas or before Christmas, and and he had a little issue, and the issue, and Shaki had to give my testimony. Yeah, taking that testimony. Yeah, Shaki, issue going on all. Yeah, all right, good. So get your silver with your mineral formula. All right. Okay, Kevin said, right. Oh, Kevin answered me, man. I have tried all supplements and topical treatments for over a year, and the hair loss is just getting worse. All right, Kevin. Kevin, here what? Message us. And let me see what I can do. Maybe we need to dot our I's and cross our T's. It has to be a reason. Maybe there's some malabsorption issue. Maybe there's some particular pathogen that you have in there that we may not discover, or whatever the case. Maybe that's giving you some problems. Okay? Yes, sir. Okay, yes. So with that being said, let me give you guys our telephone numbers, our location. Keep in mind our Shogunas office. We are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Shogunas. That telephone number for Shogunas, that number is 222-8261. Again, that's 222-8261. Debe is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. And that Debe office is located on the corner of Ramsey-Mooch Trace and the SS Erie Main Road in Debe. Keep in mind, we have our 5-in-1 package, rather. That's something that you could pay attention to. We also have our pensioner package available as well. And we also have a few other packages. You could call and get some information as regards to that. The information for our offices is actually now on the screen. It would go up intermittently there. So that's something that you could actually use. So someone is asking, Ms. Diane Filbert Peterson, what is the best medicines for skin fungal infection and skin bloater? Silver with mineral formula, Ms. Peterson. What you may need to do, depending on how bad the situation is, I suggest the alkagen water, the silver with the mineral formula. Ask yourself honestly, Miss Dana, I don't know if it's you or if you're asking the question for somebody else, as regards to the amount of water that you drink, and then we will actually be able to fix that situation as it relates to the immunity. Because once you have fungal issues, even people with skin problems, atopic dermatitis, lichen planus, and those type of things, it is because of the intestines, liver, kidney. But not all cleansers are created equal. I said people Santulan in a category by itself. Silver with mineral formula in a category by itself. What makes Batson Associates protocol works is that yours truly, Dr. Batson, has done this one for a little bit of time, long enough, and I am well researched and well studied. So I always try to better my best. We always continue doing certain things to improve the protocols that we have and continue to help our clients. Because a lot of times, what might work for person A might necessarily work for person B. So there's always room for improvement, and you can always better your best. That's my philosophy in anything in life. Okay. Sexy Boney 6969 has joined us. Crystal Land Mitchell 4 has joined. Pleasant good morning to you guys. David Scobie says, great morning to you, sir. Healthy New Year to you and yours. Thank you so very much, Mr. David, and same to you and yours, sir. So Miss James, it's Felicia James, your name is. That's the recommendation. I suggest the Alkagen water, the silver with mineral formula, inflammation formula. By the way, guys, we have gotten inflammation formula back in stock. We had run out of that for like about maybe 2 weeks, just into the Christmas before we closed, right? But we have corrected that situation for you guys. So I know St. James has, and I know DB and Shagonas will get on Monday, and David will have by Wednesday, please God. Okay. Miss Jamila Alexis Francis. Before I go to Jamila, so Dana Philbert Peterson, who also asked about fungal infection and LOTA. So that answer is the Alkagen water, the silver with the mineral formula. The Optimizer is also a good product to use. But Miss Peterson rather, make sure that you have been drinking, or whoever the individual is, have been drinking their body weight divided by ounces in water for the past 4 weeks. That's very, very important, right? Okay, good. Jamila Alexis Francis. Okay, so let me answer your question. It said on the bottle, Sebaceous standardized elderberry gummies, immune support children 2 to 3, gummies 1 to 4. Okay, good. All right, well, here what to do. Use the gummies. So 2 to 3 years, 1 gummy, and 4 years and older, 2 gummies a day. Okay, so I would suggest you go with the 4 years. What I suggest you do with Bossman, because I think it told me 6 years, is get him to start to drink more water. Those children have a way, they don't like the water. And what I suggest subsequent to that, don't go the route of gummies. I'm not a gummy fan. I find gummy have too much sugar in it. I find they're wasting the product, quite frankly. I don't really believe in the gummies too much. Too much of sugar, too much of coloring, and food coloring. So when that's finished, I do suggest you go that way again. Okay? Miss Elizabeth Nandlal said, Doc, can you assist with sleep apnea? Yes, I can. Or yes, we can, rather. Miss Carol Myers, do you know coconut oil, please? Yes, Miss Myers, coconut oil cold press. I'm a huge advocate of that. A teaspoon every day should keep the doctors away. All right. Miss Cheryl Cooper says, good morning, Dr. Batson. Good morning, Miss Cooper. All right. Let me make sure. Instagram, I'm making sure I'm taking good care of you guys this year, as well as YouTube. Well, YouTube, Shaki will let me know when we have any questions on YouTube there.
Yeah, because with how much stream system we get on YouTube and Facebook in one, so able to see all.
Okay, good.
Hopefully Instagram can be like that sometimes.
There was a question that Miss Cheryl, right? Miss Cheryl Cooper says, good morning, Dr. Batson. What do you recommend for pad atrophy? Miss Cooper, you sure you spell everything correct there, girl? I'm not trying to be in, facetious or anything, right? Let me search, because as I said, it's not everything I would have heard about. All right. Let me see. I know what atrophy is, but fat pad atrophy. Oh, okay. So plantar fat pad atrophy is described as the breakdown or the thinning of the fat pads at the bottom of your feet. Oh, yeah, man. That ain't so hard to think. It says because that is what acts as the shock absorbers. So if it is, that is actually thinning away. That's a dietary problem, you know. You know what's the issue with that, my dear? You're going to have some problems with digestion. Your digestive system not working properly. And there are certain type of foods that you do not have in your diet to maintain the healthy fat and muscles in the body. So that's your problem. I don't know if you are a diabetic, but that is something that is very common to diabetics, right? So that's something that you need to pay attention. I would suggest you try and get a consultation. Keep in mind our consultants who are very well trained and very experienced. Please, people, keep in mind Dr. Batson cannot see everybody. See where the gray is? The gray inside of a beard. I really want it in my hair. My hair getting a little one or two things, but all ain't going to make all my hair white. All right? It might look good enough. I might look like, I don't know, it might look good, but I am ready for that. So let us do what we need to do and get you guys the help that you need. I have an excellent team, and we're we're improving ourselves continually. We're getting more effective. Our follow-ups as of the first quarter going to be off the chain. I don't make joke with feedbacks. My office always try our best to call everybody. We have some little one or two teaching issues that we have worked out, training and that type of thing, but we better in our best. And please, if for some reason that we were supposed to call you and we didn't call, I apologize for that. Please give us a call, please, because it is your health, it is your wealth. You know, one or two of you all might slip through little cracks. It's not something deliberate, we're fixing it, but you know, give us the opportunity to continue to help you. And the thing is, please don't come by us, get good. All you gotta come and see me every minute, you know, and pay consultation fee. Or you could just maintain all your product a little bit. Please, don't go get good, go and work out all your soul case, and then go and get back sick, and then come back by me when all the real sick again. Don't do me that now, please. Please. In fact, no matter, don't do me that. Don't do all this self that now. Please. Okay, good. Miss Glenda Keynes. Good morning to you, Miss Glenda, and a happy, healthy new year to you, my dear. Good morning. What do you recommend for foot tingling and cramps, Miss Glenda? I don't know if it's your foot you're talking about, your neighbor foot, your sister foot, your husband foot, your cousin foot, but whoever foot it is. When you have foot tingling and cramps, it is an indication of poor circulation, which is never good. So I would suggest the inflammation formula. I would suggest the silver with mineral formula. I would suggest the alkagen water as well. And of course, I don't know when last you took a detox. If your situation permits and that type of thing, and you're drinking your body weight divided by 2 in ounces. So example, people, if you weigh 160 pounds, half of 160 is 80. It means you should drink 80 ounces of water. 80 ounces converted to liters should bring us to something like about 2.5, 3 liters of water per day minimally. Okay, good. Sexy Boney 6969. That sexy Boney. Well, that is our neighbor. That had to be a female. In any case, what is good for constipation? Constipation. So if you're constipated, it could be a number of things, but I always suggest the alkagen water and increasing your water intake to your body weight divided by 2 in ounces. Okay? If you still have problems with constipation, despite increasing your water and your healthy fiber in your diet, I suggest you pass and get a Santulan. And what you could do, you could also get our advanced chlorophyll, which this year is going to be even more advanced. By the way, to our inflammation formula, you all will see for yourself, is actually 3 times as strong as it was before, and it's the same price. Right? We're doing some, we had our suppliers do some up, we improving, better in our best. All right? Very good. Miss Jenny Nabi Reagan says, good morning, Dr. Batson. My husband's blood sugar is high and he's not on any medication. Can you help, please? Miss Reagan, where are you from? Trinidad, Guyana, St. Vincent, Canada. If you're in Trinidad, make a chance and come and check us. And no husband, see if you could bring him. Men for the new year, trying to give these women no problems, no man. All your wife is be trying to take care of her and always be playing the fool and giving her out of trouble. Honey Bay, we love the gray beard. We taking the gray hair too. Hey, all right, Honey Bay, darling, I hear you. I'm taking that. All right, Miss Diana Philbert Peterson says, thanks. Miss Sonia McKay-John says, Doc, what can I use for itching of the ear, nose, and the part? Is it that she finished the question? Look at right down here. I trying to, but I'm not seeing it carrying me to see more. So Miss Sonia.
I think that's where she left.
Yeah, I think Miss Sonia, John, you put itching of, it's air, okay, I now see, air and nose, she meant to say. Okay, my apologies. It's how I read it, and you put the and by the end, but mistakes happen, darling, that's one thing. If you're getting itching on your nose and your ear, that's sinus. So you need to be careful. And again, we have so many pathogens going around. Sometimes you get things in your lungs and it go up there and it giving you a little something. Silver with your mineral formula, my dear. Your alkagen water. And depending on how your situation running, I don't know when last you take a cleanse. Just notify the office and we will guide you accordingly. But silver with mineral formula, alkagen water. You can start with those two. You can also start with the inflammation formula. And, depending on how your budget running, you'll be able to see some good results with that, my dear. Okay? Nicola Hurd says, blessings. Blessings to you, my dear. Miss Veronica Young, what is good to raise low blood pressure? Okay. Miss Young, anyone who has low blood pressure, whether it's you, your neighbor, your cousin, or who you're asking for, or your husband, if you have a husband, low blood pressure is usually an indication of anemia. Now, the thing is, I could do about 50 programs on anemia because a lot of people do not know. Get some water from my tongue. A lot of people do not know that you have many different types of anemia, like hundreds, right? So it means that person has an anemic situation, which may not necessarily be picked up in a regular blood test. Because you see, the thing is, the study of blood goes to the category of doctors known as hematologists. And hematology is a broad scope. I have some training in hematology, but what makes my experience advantageous to most people is that I do not look at, you see, the thing is, sometimes the problem with medicine is that they're always trying to find a diagnosis, and the diagnosis is not important. Because a lot of the times, you cannot find a diagnosis because there are new diagnoses every day. You know that, right? New diseases come out every day. But what all you need to do is deal with what? The root cause. As I always tell people in my analogies, it is not the mosquitoes that you need to deal with. You need to deal with the stagnant water. So God help you. If you have a blood problem like thalassemia and anemia, man, they will take all your money. Because they'll have you by a hematologist spending a set of money testing. The worst is autoimmune condition too. That's the next thing where they're doing a bag of foolishness to all of you. Where they're telling you, you have lupus, you have something looking like lupus, you have connective tissue disorder, you have fibromyalgia. Let me tell you something. Inflammatory response, once it is high, you are going to get 1,000 diseases. You are going to be sick and sick like a dog, and you would not get better. And all they're going to do is give you a bag of steroids and send you to meet your maker faster. You hear what I'm telling all you? Get some sense. Start to read. That's why I always end my programs. If you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Thanks. Because they're going to have all this spinning top in mud. I have gotten people who came to me with files thick like this, bong volume, Specialists here, they went specialist there. I'm not telling you not to go and check yourself, Don't think that's what Dr. Batson said. But let me tell you something. People who bring that for me, in 5 minutes, I could have tell them what was wrong with them. I know my work, I know my work. I know it inside out. I'm not science. I just be able to strip it sometimes and ball up people, but I'm not science. When coming, I know my work inside out. I don't think it have a disease I cannot deal with. Because I am not fixing your symptomology. The answer never lies in the symptomology, you know. And a lot of doctors going to disagree with me, and I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. But I'm a results man. I am sure the results that we have, the list of clients that we have, and the results that our clients have gotten, I don't think there's a doctor in the world that has that reputation and those numbers. I guarantee you. And it's just going to get better and better and better and better. I'm not in the politics. I don't have time for it. I really don't have time for it. I'm not in it. I don't have time, Dr. Batson, don't have time with politics. And to say, some are always so foolish, plain talk, bad manners, I'm going to follow a little bit. Stop going and ask these medical doctors about herbs. Stop it. Do not go and ask any medical doctor if to take zinc and to take D3. Most of the time, the idiotic, dotish ones that we have out there, and we have a few of them, going to tell you no. Stop asking people questions that they're not honest enough to say that they do not know the answer to. Stop it. So that was my little birthday. I'm done with that. Yeah.
Someone asked a question on the sample, huh? When you finish, and then we have a YouTube question right after somebody else's question.
Miss Jelisa Augustus. She says, good morning, Dr. Batson. How often do you recommend to use Santulan? All right, Jelisa, that's a very good question. So let me see if I could break it down for you guys. And then I'm going to answer Mira. Oh, yeah, these names. All right, Miss Mira, just now. So that question was how often you could use Santulan. Now, Santulan is a 7-channel detox. What does that mean? It cleans and detoxifies kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. Good. If you like meat, plenty meat, well, you know too much meat ain't good for you, right? I think everybody by now know that, especially for your intestines. It means that I would suggest the average person takes Santulan maybe twice for the year. Look, Santulan come up on top of it. Easy to use. There's a reason why that product is how it is. Yeah, the packs, boom, you take, you make your 1 bottle, you drink. We normally recommend that you use Santulan anywhere between, let's say, how we could do this, boy. I would normally say an 8-ounce glass, minimally. In some instances, you have to know yourself. If it's somebody with low blood count, we wouldn't recommend that you use Santulan, at least not initially. We'll have to build up your blood count first, right? When we correct that particular situation, I would suggest you use like an 8-ounce glass to 12-ounce to 16-ounce, depending. So if you have weight to lose, you're a little on the big side, you have a big belly, you take a cleansing a little while. Remember, your water intake is important, and I always tell you all this, because I don't want you to get sick. There is something known as healing crisis, where when toxins try to leave your body faster than you want it to leave, the toxin, you're going to get sick. You're going to get headache, your pressure will go up, you'll get nausea, thing will come out on your skin. I do not want that to happen to you. For you to call my office to tell us that we get you sick. I am not going through that. We need to listen. And no carnival coming up, and some only want to go and jump out and always want to lose weight, to go wedding and go fat. Do not do yourself that. If that is what you want, do not check Batson Associates. That people only could go to for them foolishness, not us. Good? I believe in weight loss that is strategic and exercise-based. That is my firm belief. If it is, you're doing a regular detox, I suggest you use 2 to 4 packs of Santulan. When it is finished, you give yourself a rest for 6 months, then you go again. To the people who work in the oil and gas industry, who work in gas stations, the nail techs, the hairdressers, I think I need to do a whole symposium for hairdressers. Because you know hairdressers, there's be, where's the word I want to use, boy? There's be flashy girl. There's be nice, dress up because you're a hairdresser. So your hair had to be done, your nails, there must be flashy girls. Plenty of these flashy girls dying. You know why? Because you are doing, you're a nail tech. Yeah. Your nail tech, you're smelling, remember, peroxide and all these things that you're putting in people here, ladies, you are smelling these things. If you look at the statistics, you'll realize how many hairdressers are falling down and dying from cancer? And the reason why Dr. Batson speaks the way he speaks is because generally he cares about people, generally. But I just find I don't have to be repeating myself. It's big people are dealing with. I'm dealing with little children, right? So if you have a job where you're dealing with chemicals, you're working oil and gas, you're dealing with chemicals, or you know all yourself, you're working in factory, you're cleaning machine and thing, all your mind, all your business. In that case, you could hit a Santulan, a cleanse, like every 3 months, or you do it in. If you're looking at long-term weight loss with Santulan, you could use Santulan consistently for a whole year. I've had clients who do it. You spread it out, you drink an 8-ounce glass every other day, or maybe every 3 days. That Santulan don't spoil, so you know. What you might see with the Santulan, if it's in the refrigerator, it might get a little thick. It is spoiled. Make sure and leave your tea bags inside there and drink the product. It's not now we're using Santulan, and we're using Santulan. Santulan, I sell in Santulan, what, about 10 years now? Santulan is not a just come product. And watch when people just order that all over the world. What are you talking about? Right? Good. So, Mira Lisa, she said, Dr. Batson, what is the cause and recommendations for tingling in the fingertips? My dearest, that is normally poor circulation issues. I would suggest you use the inflammation formula. We are getting back the circulation tea again because we have teas and stuff, but circulation tea is finished quick. Right? So that's something that you could look at. And you could also use, what again will help you with that, boy? The alkagen water. If you haven't taken a cleanse in a while, and the good thing about Santulan, let me tell you all, Santulan is a product that you could use and function with, you know. You could use Santulan and go to work and thing, you know. That product was specifically designed because the problem that a lot of people had is that when you wanted to take a detox, you will take time off from work. But plenty of people now, especially with COVID going on, all they had to make back all their money and thing, all the costume. So Santulan is something that you could use. Santulan gives you a bowel movement anywhere between 4 to 6 to 8 hours after you use it, depending on the individual. So I tell people, use your Santulan on a weekend, and you could gauge yourself. And then after that, you don't have any problem. I just drink Santulan. When I take in Santulan, I would drink my Santulan 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I would work, and I drink that in my office when I work in. Or even when I'm on the road, because I know I'm not going to get any bowel movement until late in the night. I am not going to go in the toilet until about 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock in the night where I am. Well, if you know you're going a function or some kind of thing, you have to know your schedule. And you see, what I try to teach people and help people to understand is that your health is your wealth, and your health regime is controlled by you. The doctor not living in your house, and that is what a lot of all they do understand. You have to be able to make decisive decisions as regards to how you operate with your health. You have to be able to do that. The doctor not living by you. Some of y'all, you don't test your blood sugar, you don't test your pressure. And you like a big monkey taking medication anyhow. So you're taking 3 hypertension tablets, you're taking, and you're not testing. You cannot be doing them thing. You cannot be doing them thing. And stop asking medical doctors about herbs, or let's stop it. Do not come in my office and waste my good time and take my product and then go by some idiot are getting on bad with that because I'm fed up of them and this nonsense. And all they're looking for that. Do not ask people what they do not know because they're not honest enough to say, listen to me. All we learn to do is write prescription. We know to recommend metformin, glucophage, diamicron. We know to cut surgery, and we know to recommend chemotherapy and radiation. And I have no problem with what people learn and how they learn it. I'm not getting involved in that. But do not come and take people product and then go by some person who knows nothing about inflammation formula. They don't know about elderberry. They don't know about seboctone. They don't know about anthocyanins. They don't know. They have no training in nutrition. Even the nutritionists that we have now, those nutritionists, they don't know about nutrition. I'm not asking you. Imagine you give a diabetic a diet and give them white bread to eat. What school you went to? Where you went to school? Why are you giving people white bread to eat? That's the best thing you learn? Bread? Really? And you trying to have a conversation with a man like me who have how much years of experience in nutrition and clinical nutrition? You come and buy my good bottle of Genesis. Good product, you know, with resveratrol. You know what's resveratrol? this teeth, I can't pronounce properly, resveratrol. I can't enunciate how I want to enunciate. I cannot wait for them to take this teeth out of my mouth. You don't know nothing about that. So do not go and ask these dotish people, doctor, I could take a CoQ10, I could take a D3. They will tell you no. D3 only became popular after COVID-19, you know. Prior to COVID-19, nobody knew. Well, let me just say that. People like us knew. I'm using D3 about 20 years now. You did not know. Omega-3, thank God for these people who just advertise the Omega, that the world and people know that Omega could help you with something. And that is how plenty of people taking Omega. And somehow you must save all your life from getting a stroke. These doctors would not recommend nutrition for you all because they don't know anything. And they need to be honest enough to say, listen to me. When I went to school, all they teach me to do is write prescription, do surgery, and recommend chemotherapy and radiation. 2023, I am not dealing with that nonsense. Do not waste my time because somebody make me call them on a phone and go through a whole consultation, which I do not do generally. But I did it as a favor for somebody. A favor, my good time, and then gone by some stupid doctor for them to watch my good, proper recommendation that they don't know about to tell the person don't take it. God forbid, I hope they do not die. Stop asking people questions who do not know how to answer the question. You cannot go to a tailor and ask a tailor how to cut a galarashmi and how to mark people here. A tailor know how to sew clothes and a barber know how to cut here. Stick to what all you know. And I have no problem when I go and ask them people the foolishness. Do not call my office to tell me them thing. Wrong man. Right? I could understand if it is, I am treating you because I normally deal with, I consult with any doctor. Any doctor. I have had clients, hundreds, who have come to us and we have worked along with their doctors. The doctor may not know all that we recommend. I have a very good understanding of pharmacology and drugs. So any drug you're taking, I am making sure what I give you will not interact with the drugs that you're taking. That's why we go through that. We do not stop people from taking their medication. What it is we do is when you start to get your results and you're testing your blood pressure, you're testing your sugar, then you adjust accordingly. And most of the time when they go back to their doctor, because of the results that they have gotten, the doctor takes them off of the medication. Right? And what we recommend is nutrition. We recommend food. Stop asking people questions who do not know how to answer the questions. Let me ask you a question. When last, who doctor you know does recommend cod liver oil? Which doctor you know does recommend cod liver oil? Let me tell you something. I am 43 years of age. I drink in cod liver oil since I must be about 5 years. My great-grandmother, my grandmother, and my mother used to give me that every day. You had to take the cod liver oil, shut your mouth, and drink the cod liver oil. At the age of 43 this morning, before I left my house and I came here, I had a tablespoon of cod liver oil after the smoothie that I made. I am saying that to help all to understand that nutrition long ago was more sensible than some of these dum-dums we're dealing with. That's why you see this generation that they have here, these children born 2000 and up, I am sorry for them. You know why? Plenty of them ain't gonna last long. Plenty. Plenty. They have no solid foundation where nutrition is concerned. None. They don't know about green fig. They don't know about dasheen. If you tell them, eat a sweet potato, they're watching you and skinning up their face. You know why? They want fries to eat. Okay, good, no problem. Eat all the fries. And they don't know that they're so deficient in nutrition. Deficient that plenty of them would not last. I am telling you. I am telling you, they're not going to last. You have 15 and 14-year-old girls with polycystic ovarian syndrome. What they doing with that? What? Why? Because you know why? They don't know about Balata. They don't know about CMOS. They don't know about Dongs. They don't know about Kaimet. They don't know about Sapadilla. They don't know about... they don't know. They just don't know. They don't know. Cherry. When last saw you see sour cherry? Gula Jamun. Series. Where you getting that? I eat plenty of that. I remember we was going to school, the neighbor had a dung street. And you know, long time was a little better. You call Miss John, Miss James, I could get some of your dungs. Yeah, go ahead. And it's children, we come in the yard, you pick up your dungs, you go. Them school children and them now ain't getting that. They even get in sunlight because them don't go outside. Nintendo, PlayStation, whatever the new thing they have now is. They know about marble, they know about flying a little kite, running a little ball. The most these children and them is do now is play football. Thank God for that. They know about scooch. They nothing. So they ain't getting sunlight, you ain't getting exercise, you ain't getting proper food. Wait till you think we have. That is why these children and them behaving how they behaving. So, and now it have a whole set of foolishness. Now for them to swallow a set of pills. This pill thing is a new thing now. So everybody taking a pill and smoking something and drinking something. They are telling you they ain't gonna last. They ain't lasting. You see how they're falling down like fly? Their foundation is deficient. So when it is, I recommend proper thing for you. Do not go and ask these stupid people things and come and tell me nonsense. Go there first and take their advice and stay there and do not come to me. Please. Please. I'm not having it. Not this year. Okay, good. Let me go back to where I am here. Ms. Frederica Joseph, she says, good morning, Dr. Batson. I would like to thank Ms. Roma from the DB office. Shaki, bring that back for me there, please.
Okay.
You seen it?
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah. Somebody laughing or they find I make noise this morning. Yeah, I fed up with that nonsense. You imagine you go by a doctor and I tell the woman to use zinc. The doctor tells she can't use zinc. Why you can't use zinc? She's not on any medication that would counteract with zinc. No, don't use that. That ain't good. And you like a big baby, the doctor tell me not to use zinc. Well, stay there with your stupid self and don't use the zinc. But don't call my office and ask me that. You waste my time for me to answer that call to tell you that. All you have no sense somehow there. Use all your brain. Beware people, all you're duck in hot mode. No, I'm not in hot mode, girl. I just want to get rid of the nonsense here. Okay, good. Miss.
After that question, I have a YouTube question.
I have a YouTube question. Okay, good. Good morning, Dr. Batson. I would like to thank Ms. Roma from the DB office. I called her from New York yesterday. She was very helpful and gave me good advice about my questions. Thank you, Ms. Roma. God bless you. Thank you so very much, Ms. Frederica. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Ms. Roma Sugdeo. Ms. Roma has been with me 12 years and counting. When you talk about that dedicated, brilliant, hard-working woman, and watch me, I want to give away Ms. Roma age, but Roma ain't no spring chicken, you know. Roma has some age, you know. But again, Roma come from the time when you eat a little tum-tum, you eat some green fig, you eat a little balata, you drink. When last all, let's see this thing. You don't know what's balata? Or Shakil don't know what's balata. Shakil is age. You want to say Shakil to expose your age on social media, yeah? Shakil young. Shakil is not older than 28.
Yeah, okay.
He's not older than 20. So I don't give out. Not everybody like me to stalk my age. Because I just look real good for my age. Eh? I take off my shirt and my jersey. And if I go on the beach here, what's it? Bacchanal, you know? Me looking nothing like 43, you know? Good. Oh, Trini love the pack. Good morning, Dr. Batson. I am in remission of lupus and I am taking Plaquenil daily, but I have issues with my digestion and having bowel movement. What I was told is that my bowels have become lazy. Trini love the pack. Here what you need to do. If you're in Trinidad, make an appointment. If you're not in Trinidad and you're outside, make an appointment. And we will deal with that for you, my dear.
Yeah, she responded again.
Yeah, she responded. Okay, good.
Yeah, she said, what would you recommend? And then that last question, I'll put up now on the screen.
Last or respond.
Yeah.
I also tell God, yeah, high blood pressure meds. Yeah. You're in Trinidad? That's all I want to know. Find yourself in the office. Or let me try and deal with you because I could fix that, but you have some work. You got to do over some stuff and fix some stuff, and I need to get some answers. Elizabeth Dandal, Doc, what makes your work superior is your integrity and passion for what you do. I absolutely swear by the products at Batson. My sincere thanks. You're very, 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 very welcome, Miss Elizabeth Dandal. I second that. Yeah, I love what I do. Love, 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 love. And my great-grandmother always taught me, she said, when you're doing something, do it to your best of your ability or do not do it. And I believe that. 100%. All right. Miss Susan Grogan, she said, I have a problem with my knees. Once I sit so long and get up, I feel a tingling in my foot. Then then they hurt. What do you think that could be, please? I had an X-ray and ultrasound, and the doctor said I have arthritis in them. Okay, so Miss Susan Grogan, let me explain something to you, my dear. I've done a program on arthritis and inflammatory response. And you see, arthritis is real, but arthritis is fixable. It can be corrected. One of the things you need to do, Ms. Grogan, I don't know where you are, but first thing you need to do, go and get some CMOS. Learn to make the CMOS. We have a cheat sheet at Batson and Associates. We can send it for you. How to make the CMOS. I need to get back a CMOS supplier. Come, a CMOS supplier had a little issue because of the weather and that kind of thing. I'm supposed to have some talks with somebody this week coming here because I need to get back CMOS in my office because Dr. Batson believe in a CMOS. You know? Believe in a CMOS. CMOS is very good. That's one of the foundation things that we have that generation do have, right? Miss Elizabeth Nandlal, before I go to Miss Jessica Augustus question, Miss Nandlal says something. She says, Doc, I come Maruga by me and you're getting all those fruits. Yes, I can't wait to get back to my home environment. I used to climb trees as a child, loading up those fruits while on a tree. Those were the good days. You're sure right, Miss Nandlal? Yeah. When you get good Maruga, mountain rice, hill rice, them children and them don't know about that. They don't know about that. I tell you, the foundation, watch my eyes, sorry for them. All the children and them know is fast food and a set of sugar. That's why they're sick so and depressed, all of them depressed. You know, children 16 years killing themselves. And when I speak the way I speak, people just get offended, but understand where I'm coming from, you know. We something wrong. You could imagine I have a 16-year-old child and I come home and meet my child hanging. You could imagine the kind of pain a parent will go through. The first thing going through your mind is, what did I do wrong? But let me tell you something. You didn't do anything wrong, you know. The mental state of mind of these children, because of the food that these children eating, it is mentally affecting the neurochemistry in the brain and the neurochemicals. That's why these children behave. You know. Don't think all these children just in discipline because they feel to be in discipline. You know. When you look at attention deficit hyperintensity disorder, one of the things that they showed with children who suffer from ADHD is that they have what? Leaky gut. Their intestines does not function properly. These children do not have proper nutrition. I remember we used to get a particular soft drink. It is something with pear. Because me, nobody send no lawyer letter for me. We used to drink that once a year. We used to drink that for Christmas. Christmas was a big thing, you know, when you get that particular drink with pear. All you know it is. We used to, that is once a year. Children drinking sweet drink 3 and 4 times a day. What do you expect to have? What does soft drink have in it? Tell me what beneficial that soft drink have inside it. Are waiting. Send the nutritional content and the nutritional value in soft drink. It has nothing. Carbonated beverages are nonsense. They are poisonous. Whether you like it or you don't like it, I don't care. So you have a set of children drinking, not once a year, you know. You get Christmas Day, you get something, you know. You drinking this nonsense every single day. Sugar is 10 times more addictive than cocaine. I'll say it again. Sugar is 10 times more addictive than cocaine. I'll let not listen, I'll let not understanding this foolishness. No. When you use sugar, sucrose, your immune system goes to sleep for anywhere in the vicinity of 1.5 hours to 4 hours. What the hell are you doing? Killing yourself? Good, congratulations. That is what is going to happen to you. So that's why these children that we have here now, all they're taking this thing for a joke, you know. All they're taking it for a joke. The World Health Organization, Dr. Jason Batson, so great, did not say this. The World Health Organization has said, I will look at the research and I'll check the statement because it was a particular research article that they had. You know what it is they said? They said this is the first generation in human history where parents will bury their children. Take that in. Miss Jalicia Augustus said, thank you, Dr. Batson. It is regular detox, not for Carnival. I am currently in the US and was in Trinidad for Christmas, and I used the alkagen water. Also did detox twice last year. Okay, Miss Augustus. Very good. Keep up the good work. Yeah. Which part I reach here? Yeah. So let me finish this fast and go back to the questions. Ooh, Papa, real thing I have here. Somebody say, who get dog vex? Oh, Lord, oh, they're laughing at me. No, I just wanted to let them know. Okay. Trinity 30.5 says, what herbs do you recommend to shrink an ovarian cyst? And should surgery be initiated as it's only 6.5 centimeter? No, don't go and do the surgery for that. Then it doesn't necessarily have to be herbs. There are a number of things that you could use to shrink ovarian cysts, even fibroids. At Batson Associates, there's a particular protocol that I use. First thing, water. So water is everything. Hydration, very important. If you want to try the alkagen water and you are in Trinidad or whatever the case may be, and you can't do that, then do so. There's a product we have called uterine formula, which is a product that we use for fibroids, cysts, polycystic ovaries, those type of things, right? That's something that you could look into. Okay, big God. I ain't even saying that name. I know how to pronounce that. Sexy Boni says yes. Dr. Batson, what C? Oh, that was as regards to the vitamin C. Or we have vitamin C with rosehip. That's something we have at Dr. Batson. Black Star 1342 say who get Doc Vex now. Doc Vex, man. Doc just talking in my man. Right? Honeybee says, good morning, hon. Thank you. And same to you and yours. Miss Susan Goran says, thank you, Dr. Batson. You're very welcome, Miss Goran. Honeybee say, I'm balling. What I was? Honeybee, you see you? I just can't keep up with all your bacchanal. You and Miss Jessica and Miss Cindy. Susan Goran said, I was thinking poor circulation. Yeah. All right, my people. Yeah. So all I understand what is I telling all, yeah? So please, I know a lot of you listening have children, you all have grandchildren. Try and see what could get them to drink a little water and take care of themselves now. Please, 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 please. There was some depression situation. Somebody committed suicide. Was it in Trinidad, boy? I think so, in a way. Anyway, I'm going to verify that and I'll always talk about it next time. So please, people. Yeah. Again, a nice thing we better do. Better do this more often. I didn't go on the radio.
It's almost like an all-night program.
So, my Facebook listeners, we will finish we are about 5 minutes again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you all our contact numbers for the Shogunas office. We are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Shogunas. That telephone number is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. Debe is the corner of Ramsamud Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in and now see what it is going on with Honeybee and them. Debe, let me call Debe off. Debe number is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. Jessica Clark says, good morning, Doc. Oh my God. When are you going to be doing that shirtless segment? Ratings will go through the roof. Yeah, girl. And now see, Honeybee say a balling. Cindy Hall say, oh Lord, Doc. Label we as the what's me? If I don't like you all, there's something wrong with them. Cindy Hall say, oh Lord, Doc, label we as the Brat Pack. Good one. But watch me, Jessica. I feel I will really do a bareback segment in truth. That's when I bring out because our product I'm bringing out for the ladies and our product for the yeah. I'll really try that. I'll think about it. I'll talk to the marketing group and I'll talk to Shakil and hear what Shakil tell me. Oh Lord, watch me. Laughter is the best medicine, right? For the Debe office, that number is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. St. James is Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. that telephone number is 220-8113. And Tobago, I know they're hearing this for a while, but all your office is finally completed. So we're looking at running our races, beginning our marathons and our short distance in Tobago as of February. Most likely mid-February. We might wait till after Carnival to do that launch and get the ball rolling.
Who's up in Tobago?
Yep. Tobago's number is 226-4553. 226-4553. To my lovely and dedicated staff in Tobago, Latoya, good your loins, girl. Work in your ways. Book your online consultations with any one of our senior consultants. That telephone number is 1-868-373-2388. So that's 1-868-373-2388. Okay? So, as we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Just one of the things, look out for how we now have segmented these things. Sharon Morris, what about Chinese CMOS, aga? Yes, Miss Morris, you're right on the ball with that. That's something we're actually going to start getting as of the March month. We're going to start getting that. That is something that I have used, and I'm a huge advocate of it as well. Okay, that's marine phytoplankton, and marine phytoplankton is a broad category as it relates to foods and that type of thing. So that's something to look into, my dear. Okay? Miss Cindy Hoyt says, Doc, you have to show proof that the products really work. Yeah, girl, you don't have me there already. You know, I don't tell them, yeah, we have a bareback segment coming just now. I just had to know when, that's all. So let me gym down, because I start back, let me handle myself good and thing, and all again that, man. Yeah.
As Jessica Clark says.
Got to start by saying, share the live. Share the live. Yes, Jessica Clark. I agree. Share the live. All right, guys. So that brings an end to our program. As I said, a lot of new things in store, a lot of new things coming. Batson and Associates getting better and better in our best all the time. This is yours truly, Dr. Jason Batson. So great, I had to start to use my whole name. My name, I have a next name. It's Jason Batson Sogre. So it's a hyphen, Sougrin. And it have a, that's what, an accent on the end. French, right? So Batson is my mother's surname. Sogre is my father's surname. So I always believe in paying homage and respect to everybody. So I was Jason Batson all the time. And my father is my father. He's responsible partly for what you see before you. So respect is respect. As well as his mother as well, who, my best grandmother, and I say that without any hesitation, that's my father and mother. She's deceased now, but wonderful woman. And then my great-grandmother, which was my mother's mother, great influence on my life, I believe. That's one of the things we need to do. Elders need to come back to the fore and really train some of these young children before they die so that we can have a better society. I think that's one of the things that we have missing here. So with that being said, it's a pleasure. Look forward to a healthy 2023, and Batson and Associates is willing and waiting to help you get there. And all those of you who are associated with you. God bless. Love you guys. Thank you very much for giving me some time to be in your household, to make some noise in your ears. And God bless. Take care of yourself. To my brat pack, Honey Bay, Cindy Hoyt, and Jessica Clark. Love you guys. Take care of yourself. And all the other lovely ladies, the Elizabeth Nandlal, the Pamela Moses, and all the other persons who listen to us and who have shared Batson and Associates, we say thank you. We're going to be giving back to you guys. I don't think we ever forget you guys. I just have to think about what I need to think about. You know, the closing off of this year coming out in the last few months, we had a lot of things doing, you know, but we always try to give back. So that's something we wouldn't be forgetting you guys in the new year. Okay? God bless. Take care of yourself. Remember those telephone numbers. Shogunas 2228261, Debe 2237515, St. James, Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. That's 2208113. And Tobago is the Triangle Building in Scarborough, Tobago. That number is 226-4553. God bless you guys. Take care and have a safe Sunday. And remember, 2023. So when you're wishing anybody now, Happy New Year, it is Happy Healthy New Year or Happy Healthy 2023. God bless you guys. Stay safe. Until next program. Look out for us on Thursday, where we'll be doing our regular 103.1 FM from 11 to 11:30, 106.5 FM, which is 1:15 to 1:45. And of course, check us out with DJ Mamu Radio, TT.com, and that is from 2:05 to 3 p.m. And that's on Thursday. God's willing.
Just want to remind you guys, our programs are going to change up in the sense of how we go about it, because we really want to help you guys get more out of us.
Yes.
Because it's about how we serve you, not the other way around.
Correct.
So we're here to serve you.
Definitely. Yeah. Take care. God bless you guys. Bye.